My name is Ginger Miller, and I'm a wife, mother, and veteran. Growing up as a daughter of Honduran immigrants, I had hopes of attending college. Financially, that wasn't an option, and joining the Navy became my bridge to higher education. In 1988, at the age of 18, I enlisted and was stationed in Annapolis, Maryland, driving patrol boats. During my military service, I met my husband, William, a Marine. We got married and became pregnant with our first child. In 1992, I was medically discharged, and the transition back into civilian life was a challenge. I worked 3 jobs simultaneously while securing my college degree and was motivated to help other women veterans in my shoes. In 2011, I founded the Women Veterans Interactive Foundation, a nonprofit dedicated to helping others with their return to civilian life. Today, we have 1,500 members, 4 chapters, and we're just getting started.
Ginger is here with us this morning. Good morning.
Good morning.
So let's kind of go back to the beginning. You said the Navy was your bridge to higher education.
Yes.
How so?
Because my parents were immigrants from Honduras, and they didn't have money for me to go to college, and I had dreams of becoming an accountant on Wall Street. So higher education was that gap for me. Like, I knew that if I went to school, I could become something great.
Yeah.
In the story there, you point out that, you're medically discharged at that point, though, but during your time in the military, you have a child, you get married. What was it about that transition back to civilian life? What did you find most challenging about it?
Most challenging was that I didn't have a network. I didn't have that network to tap into, and going back to Hempstead, New York, where I'm from, it was a lonely thing. My husband had post-traumatic stress disorder, and my family didn't understand what we were going through at that time. And they basically told me that you have to go someplace with your husband experiencing these challenges, and we became homeless.
Wow.
And I worked 3 jobs and went to school and used my higher education to pull me and my family out of their homeless state.
Well, with all those challenges, what kept you motivated? What kept you going forward?
I always had a desire to be more, to become more, and there were no resources for women veterans at that time. And especially for a woman veteran or a dual veteran household. And every service that was out there would basically say, okay, we would take you and your child, but you would have to leave your husband. Wow. And for me, it's for better or for worse. And we've been married now going on 36 years.
Wow.
So enter your nonprofit, and you are now helping the next generation of female veterans who are trying to adjust into civilian life again. So how do you help with that?
And it goes back a little bit further than that, because there were so many more women veterans just like myself. And until I had my first event, a Women Veterans Empowerment Unification Brunch Cruise back in 2012, I didn't realize there were so many women suffering in silence the way that I did. So it gave women veterans an opportunity to identify as a woman veteran, and it just took off from there.
Wow.
Take off it has. And I love how you said also, we're just getting started. Before we go, for folks who might be watching or listening, any words of advice for veterans who might be trying to make that return back to civilian life?
Absolutely, especially for women veterans. You are not alone. You don't have to suffer in silence. The Women Veterans Interactive Foundation is here to help. We have workforce development resources. We have transition assistance. We have Operation Safety Net to help women veterans like myself to pay first month rent security deposit. The biggest issue is this. If you're a woman veteran and you're not transitioning well, you don't have to suffer in silence.
Yeah.
It's okay to reach out for help. That's the biggest thing. Help is available. Do not feel ashamed. If I can do it, you can do it too. And I realize that everyone can't be a Ginger Miller, so we're lighting those fires across the country so that they can see that signal of help.
Well done.
Ginger, thank you for your service.
Thank you so much for having me.
And the service you continue to provide
Yes.
with
Thank
your
you.
organization.
Thank you, Ginger.
Thank you for having me.
Hey, thanks for watching. And don't forget, you can catch the Today Show every morning on NBC or take Today when you're on the go. Just follow the Today podcast on Apple Podcasts, Spotify, or wherever you listen.